on the year in review. We'll pause for news on the hour. We'll come back with an hour of Chaia and an hour of open phones. And again, if you were calling for our panel, please release the line so that others can get through.
66 degrees.
This is the Larry King Show in Washington, D.C., serving America for 50 years. This is the Mutual Radio Network.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
What did go fast tonight?
Bernie, you were
Thank you very much.
Dave, Jack.
Enjoy it, right?
Boy, that's
Good night.
6:45 a.m.
Hello, America.
Via satellite.
No problem.
Officials at the Orangeville, Utah gold mine refused to give up hope. They either rescued 14 missing miners or find their bodies. 13 bodies were brought out of the mine on Friday. Rescuers are drilling from an adjacent shaft in a safe area. They hope the 13 men and one woman still missing are in. Officials Rick Sherman has one reason officials think the miners could have survived the fire.
Company officials have reiterated time and time that there may be enough oxygen in the body, and they have
Jack will fix you.
the remaining miners have barricaded themselves to last for a matter of days.
Showing nothing.
That is fairly speculation at this point.
It'll take another 10 hours to drill through.
Mother got up.
The holiday travel period is underway. 6 people died in one accident near Green Bay, Wisconsin, Friday night. National Safety Council says as many as 470 traffic deaths will occur after 12:30 begins at 6 p.m. Tuesday.
I was pissed.
Mutual will be
What you mean?
Hi, I'm Calamari.
Cool, but I don't wanna be
Enjoying the fall colors of the show. I get to work with some exciting and talented kids today. Young people who've set their sights on the goal and
Some
decided
told me I wasn't gonna be on. I was gonna call all my friends in Prince George County.
And I'll tell you, when you reach for a dream, whether it's in school, sports, or on the dance floor, you really gotta be on your toes. That's why we're asking you to take a second look at marijuana and think twice before you smoke.
the latest evidence from the Surgeon General indicates that pot smoking may be more dangerous to your health than we ever realized.
And that's especially true if you're young and growing, because your lungs are still developing.
I'm sure you're going to run into people who will tell you that all the
When I
evidence
got
is in there,
or ones that'll tell you pot isn't harmful at all.
or the ones who will tell you that you're just not cool if you don't smoke.
And we just got one thing to say to all of them.
You can't fly if you're high.
Don't let your lungs go to pot. The American Lung Association, the Christmas Seal people.
Taiwan, will the electricity
Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher is in Washington.
I think you
From
can
Camp
also
David
apply
with the
for
presidents today. Of
but
course,
like,
on the
just like
full duty, on
17.
The main topic will be relations with the Soviets and the outlook for
a
arms
lot of times
control.
they have
Administration officials feel it's
Oh,
important for the
US
president
Well,
and
that's
Congress
potentially your first
to
jacket.
show unity as the arms control process starts moving forward again.
First
It
jacket.
will also, of course, discuss that.
One thing you get on this show is jacket.
going like double fast speed, you know,
Dodgers
just
coming.
already fast enough, but can you imagine that?
The second time in a month, the Federal Reserve Board lowered its discount interest rate, this time to 8%. Mike Hansen, economist for Bank of America in San Francisco, says that lowering that should cause a ripple effect.
The Fed has been dropping interest rates here. The economy will, in the next few months, begin to grow more rapidly as a result of these lower interest rates.
Possible recession just ahead. Artificial heart
Comes at a little
traders
deeper.
continue to
Their
improve
blue is,
according to doctors at the Nana Heart
That's
Institute
called
in
what,
Louisville.
Royal?
Doctors also ran a final test on Friday on Traeger to try and find out why the patient suffered from strokes years ago.
She gonna be on a whole
You're listening.
I guess. Stop one word.
This is Bill
Where you want, guys?
Most kids have dreams about what they'd like to be when they grow up. I remember when I was a little kid growing up and saying, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'd say, I want to be an engineer. Well, in those days, an engineer was a guy who drove a set. One of the most important jobs in the world. And I can just see myself sitting up there in the cab with my head out the window.
I'm going to go to calls at 15.
Miles an hour.
You're gonna get dirty
And I
calls,
still get
Larry.
excited thinking
That's
about
what we're
it.
saying.
There aren't as many of those
Yeah, you better have the
trainers
edit thing ready to go.
No, I'm all
but today, the other kind are doing more
It's
exciting
questionable.
things.
You
They're working with
I will, I'll tell you.
exploring new frontiers under the earth, at the bottom of the seas and in space. And that's just the beginning. If you're a
You can catch
teenager
that
who
one.
wants to make things happen instead of watching them happen, consider a career in science or engineering. If you want a life's great
I will
adventure.
have to.
A public service from this station and the National Science Foundation.
A public service from the Mutual Radio Network.
Or in the car.
A rare December hurricane that showed up this week in the Atlantic isn't going much of anywhere. Lily's still about 800 miles east of Bermuda. Forecasters say the storm won't be any threat to
The
land
baseball
areas.
team.
That's only
We're
the
worried that the Portland
hurricane. Some
Something's
history
happening.
of Weather Bureau records. Prosecutors in Oklahoma
Chair calls.
will be trying to
It is. That was on last week.
killing 4 people in a bank hold up.
We're gonna get the old
Fair,
Play-Doh
without
jingles,
bond
or
in California.
just still
Also
trying to
charged with wounding
Still going through legal.
in that Geronimo, Oklahoma robbery. Mike McCleskey, YouTube
Birthday on social.
It's pretty on TV.
Hello, I'm Mary
Didn't you
Parker.
taste that kid?
Most of the time you see me on Goodnight Beantown or those funny candy commercials, and I enjoy doing them both. But what you don't know
I'm
about
anticipating
is that
some
since
rough
I met
calls,
the
so we're
people
gonna be
who
doing
work
some
with Mothers
cutting.
Against Drunk Drivers, or
If you
MAD,
want to, that's fine.
I've seen another side of life that's not funny at all. I've met the families of victims who were killed by irresponsible drinking drivers. Killed by people.
We can talk about that. Nice and warm. There he is, Pat Piper, producer. You know, Pat Piper's a good-looking guy.
Should be the first
Did you say that? Would you be a good-looking guy?
Live from the nation's capital, the Peabody Award-winning Larry King Show, America's favorite talk program. The Larry King Show comes to you via the Mutual Radio Network, providing you the opportunity to talk directly with Larry and his guests. We're taking phone calls now at 703-685-2177. That's 703-685-2177. And now, Larry King.
Thank you, Paul, and good morning, everybody, and welcome to Open Phone America on the Larry King Show. And we have a special little surprise, not a surprise, as we've been telling you it would happen. Our guests the first 3 hours, this is our annual year in review show. We're David Broder of the Washington Post, Jack Nelson of the Los Angeles Times, and Bernard Wertzman of the New York Times. Our annual year in review show will be repeated 2 hours from now in the Pacific time zone. And tomorrow night, of course, there's the Jim Bohannon Show and the Best of King Air Sunday. Then Monday night we'll have our Christmas Eve special. Other guests next week include Martin Landau, the actor who starred in Mission Impossible, sports writer Maury Siegel on baseball expansion, Chuck Rich, our movie critic, and Richard Stolley, the managing editor of Life magazine. And on New Year's Eve, this program will come to you from the Hilton Hotel in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Crescent City, the French capital of the United States, New Orleans, Louisiana, on the occasion of the Sugar Bowl. We'll have outstanding guests in New Orleans. And later on, we'll tell you in an hour, credit all those people who are making this show possible tonight, because there's a gang of them. We are being simulcast on C-SPAN. They did this last on election night, less than 2 months ago, and also a year ago when we did our year in review. C-SPAN is the national cable network, the America's cable. It brings you the Congress each day, and that whole crew is here. And those of you who have cable and access to C-SPAN can also see this program tonight. We also understand it'll be repeated a couple times over the next few days with Congress out of session. Chaia King's last appearance on this show, as she's my daughter, was, I guess, over 2 years ago, when she was not yet 15. She was 17 years old today. Her first appearance was when she was 11 years old, some 6.5 years ago. For the past close to 3 years, she's lived up here, gone to school up here, and is now a senior in high school. Do you feel a little funny about knowing that you're being telecast as well as broadcast?
Yes, it's a very unusual feeling because you're talking one-on-one to a person and someone's taking a camera picture of you. I think it's...
Yet, you like this, right? There's a side of you that might even think about a career in it.
Yes, exactly. That's my major in college. The cameras are kind of like a certain kind of company in the room.
Company? Explain that.
They're just part of the conversation. And they make me nervous at first, but once you sit down and start talking, they're there for good. So
you said to me earlier tonight that in some ways television is easier than radio.
Well, in radio, I think you have to have more power through different areas, of course, because you're not depending on vision, talking eye to eye, and it's a lot harder to strike up an image in a person's mind through your voice and what you say, rather than what you look like.
So you think that sometimes a radio performer might have it tougher?
Yes.
Because he can't sell him or she sell herself visually.
Exactly.
What's it like to be a senior in high school, 1984?
It's strange. It's been very hectic, and as I've thought about it more and more, I've just considered it another stage in growing up. It's a final stage. This is where you get to your height, and what's really strange about it is all before your life you had a role model. When you were in the lower grades, you had the older people to look up to and to be like, and now you're at the top of the high school heap, so to speak, and or at least I don't have a role model right now, because you're just striving to get through this and get on to college, or even if you don't get on to college. And when you go to college, you're starting all over again. You're at the bottom of the heap again, so it's a cutoff point.
How do you feel about, that was very good, how do you feel about college? Nervous, anticipatory, fearful?
All of the things above. It's, I think it's a very scary experience, but it's also very helpful, depending on the size of the school. If you went to a public school with a lot of people, then I don't think that there would be that much problem, except for the fact of being away from home.
Now, you've gone to a small private school and you've done very well. I don't want to get into the personalities or schools and the like. You're applying to schools generally that are large to very large. Why?
Because I feel that I personally want versatility in the classes and college life, which is basically only offered in the large colleges. And I believe that if you were to go, or in my personal case and in most cases, if you were to go to a small college, you would go there for 2 years and eventually transfer. Therefore, you just kind of delay the culture shock of going into a big environment.
You visited some colleges. How different is it? What's the feeling like to... I never went to college, so it's interesting to get this observation, to visit a college campus, the thought you might be going there, that kind of thing. Very different from high school?
Yes. Well, you have, you're counted as an adult, but you can act like a kid still. It's really a two-way situation in which you're at the top of the world, I think, personally, because all you're doing is learning. If that's what you like to do, then that's really pleasurable for you. And you have your privacy and you have all the responsibilities and you're treated as an adult, but you're not really in the world, I don't think anyway. You're not in the real world, because
there are some people who spend their lives at colleges.
I know. And
what are they called? Perpetual students, I guess.
Yeah. That's hard work in a sense, but I don't think it's the real world.
You want a minor in philosophy.
Right.
Why?
Philosophy has always been my interest. I would major in it, and I would pursue it if I felt there was anything more than being a professor in it.
You mean where you can make a lot of money with it?
Yeah, or anything besides teaching. And I think that if I keep that leg, or that part of me along with me, that it could help me with any other work. because I think it's a very valuable subject to know.
Have you read a lot of philosophers?
I've just in-depth studied the existentialists, but not anything else. Sartre is one of them.
And you did a term paper, on Thomas Hardy as your school, your college form, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never read Thomas Hardy. Someone here the other night said that he had an unusual understanding of women.
He does, because he's really good at emotions, and women are the emotional part of man, and if you want to think of it that way, and he's just really good at human feelings and things like that.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yes, it was excellent.
We had a big party tonight at Duke Zebra's, and they made a cake for you, and you got nice presents, and you're going to go down to Florida for 2 weeks and visit the whole rest of the family. Do you think Washington would be an interesting area to go to college? The District of Columbia?
Yes.
Because you've gone to high school in Maryland.
Yes, definitely. Any of the cities in the Northeast, or anywhere else for that matter, because the cities offer resources that aren't offered elsewhere. Washington is interesting because it's an exciting mix of people. And it's got a lot to offer, especially in the way of politics and things, where other cities couldn't offer it.
Okay, our daughter Chaia King is with us. If you'd like to talk to Chaia, she has a following around the country. She's got more Christmas cards this year than I got. And any questions you may have of a person approaching college in this year, 84, 85. She is the high school class of 85, freshman entering class of 85. Or anything in any area you want to go. She has opinions on everything. This is the Larry King Show. We are coast to coast on Mutual. We're being simulcast on C-SPAN, and we'll be back after these messages. Does the best you ever were.
She has an opinion on everything.
Hello, are you calling for Larry and Chaia? Okay, where are you calling from? You're going to be the first caller. So
You look very good. She look good, guys. Tell us she looks good. It's important for her.
Hi, Larry King Show. Where are you calling from? Are you calling for Larry and Chaia? Are you?
Why don't you just take it off?
Okay, this has to be just, it can't be about the former program. It's about Larry and Chaia. Hi, Larry King Show. Good. You calling for Larry or Chaia? Okay, where are you calling from? From where? Gil? Thank you. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Skip line 2, go to line 3, it's Deal, New Jersey. Hi, you calling the Larry King Show? Okay, you have a question for Chaia or Larry? Okay, very good. Yeah, well, it makes it's faster that way, I understand. Where are you calling from? Very good, thank you. Okay, we have some music. Ready to go.
Target the people who like to listen.
After Deal, New Jersey is Wilkes-Barre.
So, play our theme song, Yes We Have.
You're listening to The Larry King Show, live from the nation's capital. Here again, Larry King.
Okay, my daughter Chaia King is here. Permit me self-indulgence. Rarely on this program. Last time she was here was 2 years ago. If you wish to talk to her, you're certainly welcome to. And we go to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hello.
How do you do today, Larry?
Fine.
Good. Well, I didn't want to ask your daughter anything about college or anything. I just wanted to say that you got a good-looking daughter. And,
Thank you.
when is the next time that you're going to be showing live on C-SPAN? This is the second time I've caught you on it.
I don't know when they're going to do it again. I know it's the most popular thing. They get tremendous reaction from it. I guess they might do it around a special show. I would like to see them do one of our remotes. That might be very interesting. I think we're going to do a remote in Baltimore around the opening of the baseball season.
Why don't you do a remote in this part of the country?
Never been to, I love the Edmonton Oilers, but I've never been to Western Canada.
Nice place to live.
Yeah, I've been to Toronto. You haven't been to Canada yet. You were supposed to go to Montreal, Quebec, right? And it got, what, sunned out.
Right.
Kai was supposed to go skiing in Quebec. It was too warm. Deal, New Jersey. Hello.
How you doing, Larry?
Hi.
I have a question for your daughter. I'm just wondering if any time in the last couple of years when she was going to a private school, if any of the professors that taught her advocated any aspects of the capitalist kind of society which we live in, or are they more typical of educators today, leaning towards the socialist approaches to human problems?
Okay.
No, not at all. This private school is unique for it is very small, even for a private school, and the entire school is a community within itself. It's a family. There's no influences such as that there.
In the teaching of history, for example, this year you took the Holocaust, right?
Yeah, history of World War II.
The history of World War II. But when they teach you American government, they teach you the government as structured, right?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, they didn't promote a socialist philosophy, I think was his question.
No, there's no such influence really.
Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Hello.
Larry, may I speak to your daughter?
You may.
Good morning, Chaia.
Morning.
I hope you received my Confucius Say birthday card.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. That's a very proud father you have. We often hear some very amusing stories about you as a child and as you are now, the woman. I understand you like a song called When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yes.
Tell me, what would you wish for if you could wish upon a star? Off guard, huh?
Yeah, off guard. I don't know. Well, I'm happy in my life. I guess I'd wish Dad happiness.
Nice. Tell me, do you like...
Well, are you implying... Hold on.
I beg your pardon?
Well,
I'm not implying that you're not
happy.
happy.
You're implying that I'm unhappy?
No, I'm not implying.
Now, wait a minute. I'm completely happy. A very jappy kind of statement. So I would wish my dad happiness. Implying, one would think, that Dad may not be happy. Do you think there's something unfulfilled in my life?
Are you?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Are you happy too, Larry?
I think I'm happy.
Oh. Yeah, he's happy.
Well, why don't you tell the lady in America what you call me?
Spaz.
Why do you call me Spaz?
Spaz.
Because he's obsessively hyper about things concerning me. He's very nervous. I mean, he might as well go to college.
I don't doubt that, but you have reason to be as proud of him as he is of you. Tell me, do you like to dance? And do you like Cyndi Lauper, Boy George, Michael Jackson, or Bruce Springsteen? In which order?
Okay.
Two?
Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, I love to dance. Cyndi Lauper, some of her stuff I like. Boy George is another story. He's had a couple good songs, but I personally think he's past his prime.
Past his prime, already.
A lot of people don't agree with me.
Who are your favorite musical groups? Who would you love to go see in concert tomorrow?
That was my next question.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see Prince. I think I'd like to see him.
You really would? They're banning him in Boston or something.
You like Prince?
I know. I think his music is very innovative and everything. His lyrics may not appeal
right,
to
exactly.
America.
How about Duran?
Duran.
Two Durans, Larry. Duran.
Two Durans. Yeah, they're good.
Okay, what else?
I don't have C-SPAN, but I have seen you several times when you were on. I guess it was just one time that you were on TV with your dad. And I must say that you will be as popular a celebrity as Brooke Shields when you go to college.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think the people who are seeing that tonight might agree. Providence, Rhode Island. Hello.
Yes, good evening. My question is for Miss King. Miss King, I respect your father's views and opinions, well, most of them anyways. My question is, in what direction do you see the youth of this country heading?
They voted for Ronald Reagan. You would not have.
No. Personally, I have sayings that I go along with, like, the pessimist may be right in the end, but the optimist has a better time on the way, and things like that. But I tend to think pessimistically. I think music reflects it too. That's kind of strange though, because Prince reflects it also. Even though I like him and he appeals to me, I don't see a future really as the youth in it, according to innocence. There's none left really. To me, this is getting really off on a wild tangent, but there's the corruption in the world doesn't seem to be limited to the adult world anymore. And I think it's kind of sad because children are growing up a little too fast.
You're pessimistic about the world?
About youth.
About the youth of the world?
I'm optimistic about the hope to surpass the pessimism.
Did you learn a lot going abroad? You went to Italy last summer. Did that teach you anything about there, here?
Not really, because I didn't know Italian, so I didn't talk much with the people, but attitudes and things, yes, I did. The Italians are or Europe overall, I think, is very, conservative. The space is much smaller. Americans are used to many different things, like space and conveniences, which, of course, automatically leads to different attitudes.
Were you glad to get home?
Yes, very.
I've never been to Europe. Is there a feeling when you come back to the United States that's kind of, others have described it, special?
Yes.
To step back on American soil?
Well, the whole idea of home is special. It's an idea. America just isn't as a place, it's an idea, too.
It's a little heavy here. Wichita, Kansas. Hello.
Good morning. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
I was just wondering how Kai feels when she's entering college and trying to go in a field that's as tough as broadcasting.
Oh, the question is why she's selecting a field as tough as broadcasting?
Because I believe the profession is always moving forward, for one thing. I think the profession will always be there. And I find it interesting. I've been around it all my life. My father's, the prime example. And I respect his talent a lot. And I think that the fact that that's used is really neat. And I don't
Even though the odds are against you, right?
Right. But every other field that's worth going into these days, depending on your own values, is competitive and hard work.
Thank you. Were the SATs valuable?
Taking them?
Yeah, taking them. You think it's a good barometer? I know you did well. Do you think it's a good barometer?
I don't know. No, because I think people are too different. Some people test better, some people grade better, things like that. But I think it's the only possible solution for what they're using it for.
If you ran the admissions department at a college, what weight would you give it?
25%.
We go to Edina, Minnesota. Hello.
On your last comment on the SATs, I just think that it's not always a true barometer because I'm a junior right now at the University of Pennsylvania, and my grades weren't that good in high school, but my parents wanted me to go to a good Ivy League school, so I took a course over the summer and improved my verbal SAT 200 points, which really got me into that school. Anyway, what are the good broadcasting schools that Chaia wants to go to? What schools is she applying to?
Well, what are the good broadcasting schools you're applying to, I guess, would certainly be American University in this area.
Northwestern,
Columbia.
What about Syracuse? Or is that more for sports?
Syracuse would be too cold for Chaia, I think.
Chaia, what are your favorite TV shows?
Hill Street Blues I like a lot. The realistic shows. I like a lot of the old shows. This is really strange, like Bewitched and things like that, the old reruns. I haven't watched TV in a while. I've been so busy at school.
Oh, so busy. You like Love Boat?
Love Boat. Yeah, I like it. It's very 70s.
Why were you reading Archie comics?
There's a new fad now. I don't know. Something just struck my interest back in
To read about Jughead, Betty, Veronica, and Archie.
Right. But a lot of people apparently are.
I know, they're the hottest thing in the country, the comic book. I was asking why you read it.
I saw it and I was feeling like a kid that night.
You're feeling like a kid. Okay, we're going to pause for news headlines, a word from your local stations, then a half hour more with Miss King, and then she will get some rest. And we'll have the rest of the way Open Phone America. This is our simulcast night with C-SPAN. I don't know what other times they will be doing it, but we will let you know when they do, and I'm sure they will let you know. And this is the Mutual Radio Network. 6 is ringing, Pat. 7-6.
Larry King Show. On the air? Okay. Where are you calling from? Chicago. They want to speak with her on the air.
Looks pretty good, huh?
She looks very good on television. Will you get mad at me if I say she looks very good off of television?
No.
You won't? Okay.
It's a curse! That's what Mel Brooks says. This is a curse! A pretty daughter is a curse! You have an ugly daughter, here's what he said to me. You have an ugly daughter, they sit home with you. Saturday night, they don't go out. Hello, Pop. What can I get you, Pop? What can I do for you, Pop? They're ugly. You know, if you got an ugly daughter, you don't need an automatic exchanger on your television. They get up and change the channels. What can I do for you, Pop? You had a pretty daughter? 56 years old, you're in a nursing home. They visit you, he said, with Gucci bag and a guy named Lance. They come in a Porsche. They go up and they say, hello, Father. This is Lance. Don't dribble on your food. You are really going to do well in television. You keep this same basic attitude.
Larry King Show, where you
place
close
on America.
Arlington Heights, Illinois.
You'll be honored and freshman.
You want to talk to Larry or Chaia? You'll be the second person coming out of this break, okay? Turn down your radio.
Notice when I went on your television show?
Yeah,
Hey, Larry, after Chicago on 7-6, do line 8, and it's Arlington Heights, Illinois.
You lie down again.
You don't need music on the half hour, do you?
Well, it's mixed with music.
What? What? You're fantastic. No, you lie down for now. You'll get a good rest. When you get home, you sleep another 4 hours. 3 hours. That's where you'll accumulate 6.5 hours. You didn't just lie there. And you get sleep. You have time to sleep in the airport. You'll probably fly to Christmas Eve. Oh, we lost Chicago. Did they bounce off?
We'll go to line 8 first, and then I'll figure out where we are, okay? You there? Chicago?
Are they there?
Go to line 8. Hi, Larry.
There it is now.
Live from
Bring
the
it down.
nation's capital, this is the Larry King Show. Portions are played back in the Pacific time zone. Here again, the host of our program, Larry King.
And this is a rather special edition of Open Phone America, in which we are featuring Chaia King, and we go to Arlington Heights, Illinois. Hello.
Morning, Larry. Hi, Chaia.
Hi.
Hi. Is your father, does he interview your boyfriends? Does he bug you about boys? Figure nobody's good enough for you?
Yeah, he's a fanatic in that department. He's actually he's very nice. He interviews me about my boyfriends, and then when the boyfriends are put on the spot, or he's pretty nice about it. But before that, he drills me. He doesn't. He's very protective, and he doesn't really like it that much.
Does he
insist on talking to the boyfriends before you go out on a date?
Yes, meeting them and approving of them before I can even step foot outside of the house.
Okay. Well, I'll forego the puns this time, Larry.
Okay, that's our punster. We go to Canby, Oregon. Hello.
Hi, Chaia?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite male movie star?
Well, Clint Eastwood came to my mind because I've been wanting to see his new movie, but there's many more. I like Robert De Niro a lot, and I don't know, male actors are harder for me than female actors because there's a lot of them.
You like this new Robert De Niro movie, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Falling in Love?
Right.
Most people didn't like it. I mean,
Well,
it got weird reviews.
Well, the plot wasn't worth much, but the actors made it something.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
She said Hill Street Blues, right?
Mm-hmm. St. Elsewhere I like a lot, too.
Same producers. You don't watch much television, though, now, this first part of your senior year.
Mm-mm.
Is
No,
the
I
rest of
haven't.
your senior year a breeze?
No, not quite, really. You have the tension of getting applications ready off, but you also begin to have to worry in March and April when they all come back whether you're going to be rejected or accepted. And but you have the same amount of work, and there's a research paper that we have due, 20 pages. So we're kept busy.
Thank you. Kearney, Nebraska. Hello.
Hi, Larry. First of all, I'd like to compliment you on raising such a fine daughter. And I'd like to ask Chaia if she thinks that her father being such a celebrity in the business will be either a help or a hindrance to her in pursuing a career in communications, and maybe she could elaborate just a little bit.
Oh, I believe he would be a great help, not only because who he is, but because of the talent he has, and that he can help me. He offers me support not only in his professional area, but also in a personal area because he's my father. And I think that support is needed for any kind of success. Also, it's the areas we're going into are slightly different. Therefore, he's had experience in the field in television, but his is not exactly the same, and therefore the support would be more.
What area are you interested in?
Television.
I mean, television and news, a specific area?
News, pretty much. Yeah.
You like writing too, though, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel it's a hindrance, though?
No.
Thank you. Saskatchewan, Canada. Hello.
Hello, Larry.
Hi.
One thing I'd tell you, you should also say to those people, welcoming those people listening, watching you on satellite, too. Because it does go on, C-SPAN is on satellite, so Canada can watch you, too. In fact, I'm recording you right now on videotape.
Uh-huh.
For Chaia, do you like the music of Bob Dylan?
Yes.
Well, I have a really big fan of his. I was just wondering about that. Also, have you ever heard of any of the Christian rock bands that are around?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, it is weird to listen to it because you can sometimes forget that you're listening to Christian music. Also, for Larry, you have a problem with your hockey scores there because you can't find a theme song, right?
Right.
Well, I have a suggestion. If you have a friend who has a satellite and you can get a recording of the CBC program Hockey Night in Canada, maybe you should use the theme song off there because it is well known in Canada and may become well known in the United States if you use it.
Okay, Lincoln, Nebraska. Hello.
Good evening, or rather good morning. This is a historic happening. The first time this year I've been able to get through. I'm really thrilled at that. I got the telephone number some months ago from our local KFOR mutual station, and they said good luck, and now I know what they mean. I have a very brief comment and then a question for both of you, please. First of all, I was disappointed earlier this evening that our Governor Bob Kerrey from Nebraska wasn't included in those bright young governors. We think he's a great spokesman for agriculture, and of course, agriculture is in a bad street out here.
Is he a Democrat?
Yes, sir, he is.
All right.
A very bright, upcoming one, we think. And of course, our former Representative John Kavanaugh is one of the finalists for the National Democratic Committee chair. And
That's correct.
being here. My question for your daughter, I'm sorry I can't see both of you on television, but she seems, sounds like a very mature 17-year-old, and in the area of communications, I'm very curious. First of all, your earlier guest, one of them mentioned, one of the reporters, that he watched the McNeil-Lehrer report only on vacation. I hope Santa Claus brings him a...
What's the question there? We're veering off.
Well, my question is, of your daughter, if she watches McNeil-Lehrer, she was talking about television in a very knowledgeable way, and I'm curious whether she watches the program.
You watch any of the heavy news shows?
I'm usually busy at that time of the day. When I'm home on vacation, I usually try and watch them.
But at school you can't?
Occasionally, but I don't on a regular basis.
Long Beach, California. Hello.
Hello, Larry. I'd like to ask your daughter, do you find that behind a camera, your nervousness worse than behind the news desk? And, well, when you leave Florida, you can come down and see me in Long Beach.
All right, thank you. Hampton Roads, Virginia. Hello.
Good morning, Larry. It's Lewis. Larry, what I've got to say is from the bottom of my heart. I've got to speak to Chaia, and I want to come back to you. Chaia, I met your father about, 20-some years ago down in Miami. I'm from Coral Gables, and I've been with the government for over 30 years, and they assigned me to the Dade County area, and I was lucky to meet him. You have a fine father. He's a fabulous man, and he's one that can, like you were talking about radio and TV, he can get you on that radio and keep you held there until the show's over. I want to say one thing. You've got the prettiest blue eyes of anybody ever seen. You're a very attractive girl, and just from what you just watched you were, by the way, happy birthday. But you don't look like you're 17. You don't talk like you're 17. You talk like you're about 47 and got a master's in college. And I think you'll go a long way in this world. You've got a good man behind you.
Thank you very much. I agree with you.
So mother's eyes, though. East Lansing, Michigan. Hello.
Hi, Larry. As a recent graduate of Michigan State University, I want to welcome Chaia to the wonderful world of college. Have a great time when she gets there. She sounds like she's going to do pretty well.
You got to syndicate that as a show.
Is college a great place for someone like Chaia? Yeah.
Riot. It's like she said, it's not the real world. It's the best of both. And I think she'll really enjoy it. I do want to ask her if she'd seen any of the holiday movies.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You saw Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
They give you, what kind of an impression they give you of Detroit?
I've never been to Detroit, but it's, it's a dirty city, I've heard.
Chaia.
Hey, man, you should go there sometime.
I know, I've heard nice things about it, I'm just...
Did you like the movie?
Yes. It's very funny.
Right.
Thank you. Dallas, Texas. Hello.
Hi there. I just got your book today. I'm kind of... I don't know, I apologize, I haven't read it yet, but I really haven't had time. I'm going to take time off during the holidays and read it. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I have a couple quick questions for Chaia. You're beautiful. Can I ask you what kind of makeup you're wearing?
A mixture, part Ralph Lauren, part CoverGirl.
I have a 17-year-old daughter who wants me to ask you how you like Sting.
Sting, please. He's interesting. I like him a lot. He's got an interesting characteristic about him that keeps him popular.
Who we're talking about
Lead
here?
singer of Police.
The lead singer of Police, which leads to my second question. Who's Police? A rock group.
Right.
Chaia?
Yes.
Like I said, I have a 17-year-old daughter, and 17-year-old daughters are beautiful, Larry. I was kind of touched by a statement you made a few minutes ago when you said the corruption of the adults has rubbed off onto the youth. Would you elaborate on that?
Well,
but would you...
All right.
It's kind of a long process, but I think that it's apparent through movies, through television shows, through basic talking, through events, current events in the world. Children seem to be maturing a lot more quickly, which is understandable because this world is moving so fast. But they also, when you mature quickly, you learn corruption quickly, because maturity is not. No, I don't believe anyway. It's just knowing the good things in life. I think that 75% of it is knowing what's really out there.
Do you think you're spoiled?
By you? Yes. Yeah, I am spoiled.
Get used to that?
Yeah, but I appreciate it.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah, but I appreciate it.
We'll be back. You know what's happening, Pat. I mentioned pick up 76 that are calling, so let's not answer it anymore after this call.
Good idea.
Just to get jumping in there. Doing super good. We look a lot alike, don't we?
Your eyes are bluer.
What?
Your eyes are bluer.
My eyes are bluer. That's the only thing I got over you. My eyes are much bluer and nicer. People are attracted more to my eyes. They're going to go via eyes. You lie down and sleep, but I'll carry you home.
Larry King Show. Where you? Sound like you've done this before. Okay, great. Stand by. After 7-6 is River Forest, Illinois.
What are you wearing tomorrow?
Hi, Larry King Show. Where are you calling from?
Would you like to share
a question for Chaia?
Yeah, you can read it. I'll do it.
Okay, stand by, okay? After River Forest, Illinois is Houston, Texas. And I can't find Chaia's name. I've looked for it.
No, how's it? It should be listed.
Yeah, I'm looking.
C-SPAN Center.
Okay, run a little bit.
Alright, it's only 26 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta start it off. You gotta go in and bring it in. Okay?
I can't believe I'm leaving.
I hear it. Wishing you have a good time. I'm sure your friend. Remember, when I come back, you're welcome. Right?
You're listening to The Larry King Show, live from the nation's capital. Here again, Larry King.
Kyle will be with us till the top of the hour, and then an hour of Open Phone America, and we go to Houston. Hello.
Hello, Larry.
Hi.
Happy holiday seasons and happy birthday to Chaia.
Thank you.
I don't know if you said that you would die a year younger staying up late like this. The only thing I could think of would be my wife shooting me, but what I've heard tonight has been so interesting, I think it's worth sitting up for. I heard your producer call for the taxi cabs. I heard you talk about 7-6. It's been interesting. But let me get to a question for Chaia. And one thing that is a benefit with TV instead of radio, you can see those dimples on TV. You can't see them on radio.
Correct.
Chaia, if your dad had not been in radio and TV as he is, if he had not been the success he has been, would you be pursuing a broadcast career?
That's hard to say. I think I would, personally, because it interests me. Anyway, it's hard for me. I can't even imagine Dad not in the business. But I believe that if he wasn't, I would still be interested in it. I don't know if I would take it as the goal for my life, but I would definitely be
By
interested.
the way, you might change in school, right?
Exactly.
You have been known to change, Chaia. River Forest, Illinois. Hello.
Thank you very much. A very fine show. I caught the first part of it over at a friend's house on cable, and it looked good. Unfortunately, I don't have a cable at home, so I can't watch it now. A few quick questions for you, Chaia. First of all, you sound great and everything. Are you thinking of going Greek? I just graduated from University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, which is the largest Greek campus in the country. Are you thinking about joining a sorority where you go to school?
If I do, it won't be until sophomore, at least my sophomore year.
That's good. One of the things is I live right by Northwestern, but one of the things I would like to say is if you're thinking of going into broadcasting, is maybe not to look so much at the courses that are offered at a school, but rather at the campus TV and radio stations, and even local TV and radio stations.
It's good to look at the whole market. You would want to go to a school that has a campus radio and television station, right?
I would prefer that, yes.
And also, it's very important to go to a market that has a lot of radio stations and a lot of television stations, because you're going to intern in the summer. And it's good to get that wide selectivity of choice.
Yes.
Yes, that's your only response, yes. Okay, we go to Houston. Hello.
Back to Houston, Larry. Is that your studio there that we're seeing on TV?
No, it's my apartment.
I mean, where you usually do the show?
It's exactly where I do the show.
Well, maybe they can pan around a little more. That's great. Cara, or Chaia?
Chaia.
Question. You do look gorgeous. Number one, where are you going to high school? And number two, where are you looking to go to college?
I'd rather not mention where she's going to high school for obvious reasons.
No problem.
Colleges.
Northwestern, Columbia, Boston College, American U, Tulane, University of Florida, and University of Missouri.
Hello?
Yes.
How about in Texas?
She's not applied.
I haven't applied in Texas. A lot of my friends are applying to SMU, though.
He is great. Anyway.
Thank you. Waverly, Missouri, Nebraska. Hello.
I have a question for Chaia. First of all, where did she get the name, and does it stand for anything particular?
I don't know why we're having bad phone signals tonight. Chaia's name is a Jewish name. It means to life. It's an old Hebraic symbol. I wear it around my neck, and you've seen it in jewelry stores. It means to life. It is also the number 18. In Jamaica, it means pot, right? But it's an old Jewish name that her mother liked a great deal. Off the name Chaim Potok, the author. And if she was a boy, she'd have been named Chaim. It really should be pronounced. The American pronunciation would be Chaia, and the Israeli pronunciation is Chaia, without the hard C. And it is a common name in Israel, right?
Yes.
As we understand it. Thank you. And we go to Los Angeles. Hello.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
First of all, thank you for your show. Terrific show.
Thank you.
Chaia, I want to make a suggestion, since I have something to do with a university in Southern California called UCLA. That is that you also look carefully at 4 years of general education with the idea of pursuing broadcasting, and that you not go into either broadcasting because it's chic or the 13th grade because that's what you do in Septembers. That it be a more reasoned judgment. Give us a look out here in the West. I think we have a lot to offer.
I was going to apply to UCLA. It's a great school, but I think it's a little too far west for first year college anyway.
You liked it. You went around the campus.
Yes, it's beautiful.
How about the suggestion, though, that you think about a general education as well?
Okay, but when you're talking general education, 9th and 10th, freshman and sophomore year, when you get into your junior year, are you saying to make a major of history or political science or something along that line?
Well, I think that the major is less important than not being quite so focused immediately out of high school. I think the goal is sensational, to have that goal of broadcasting. But to begin to learn the practicum before you've been exposed to more liberal education, it seems sad to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think at most schools you have to take a liberal education your first year, right?
Well, I think 1 year as opposed to 4 years is what's crucial.
I think I might...
Yes, but if I go through 4 years of liberal education and I still have the idea, or maybe in the second year of my liberal education I decided what I wanted to do with my life, I don't want to spend 6 more years in college. If that's what it takes. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
But I understand that it shouldn't be focused. I accept that. And this is just a goal. I'm prepared for it to change at any time.
Thank you. We'll be... knowing Chaia could change tomorrow. We'll be back with our remaining moments with Chaia King, then an hour of Open Phone America. First, this message. And we're all going to miss you for 2 weeks, Chaia.
Authoritative, accurate, timely, concise, captivating.
It is the major sports publication in this country and has been for longer than ever. I can get you 23 big issues of the sporting news for only $9.97.
I'll hear back
That's
Monday
less
or
than
Wednesday, and I'll let you know. I don't know if I get your room, but I
But $9.97 is half the regular subscription
I'll
price.
get your room on Saturday.
Go to the phone now, friends, and dial toll free 1-800-860.
Oh, maybe they will. I don't know. It's been they need it.
A lot of nice stuff is going down.
The sporting news.
They're gonna like their presents.
Every week.
Like Santa Claus does all the time.
Even a Larry King column. And remember, only
Can
$9.97.
you hide when you wrap those things?
Is yours for 23 backfilled
Did you hear that? What is it, Silent Night, Deadly Night with the Santa Claus? It's recalled.
You're listening to The Larry King Show, live
Just these
from
two
the
and then
nation's
off.
capital. Here again, Larry King.
Okay, our remaining moments with my daughter Chaia, then an hour of Open Phone America. Jackson, Mississippi. Hello.
Good evening, Larry. Or good morning, I should say.
Hi.
I'm a 21-year-old now. I'm living in Jackson. I'm originally from Toronto. You said you've been there yourself.
Yep.
And to tell you the truth, I'm a little bit scared down here, Larry. It seems, after all the demonstrations and all that your country went through, and so did ours during the 60s, and the Vietnam War and everything, it seems that the youth of today is a little less sensitive to the needs of others in other countries. I wonder if you are...
Do you agree with that, Chaia?
Yes. But there's a history of insensitivity because you can't be sensitive when it imposes on your own personal, satisfaction. I mean, that's the whole point of foreign relations. Is if it doesn't satisfy you, then there's no way you can go there.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Houston, hello.
Hi, Larry. Listen, we loved you down here in Houston a couple of weeks ago in the Shamrock.
You had a great time.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to ask Chaia a question. The last caller kind of touched on this subject. The youth of today, I'm a senior at a high school here in Houston, and I sense that the youth of today is they have a sense of apathy. It seems to be that you have to go to college and take the courses and get the best job available when you graduate from college. And it seems to me that the people, the person in you is kind of, I don't know, it seems to be that, I don't know, I'd like to know your opinion on...
It's being subverted, yeah. I agree with you. The careers are fine and college is fine as long as it's your decision. Another thing with a world that's moving so fast is sometimes people get images, and the definition of what you're supposed to be is actually what society is dictating that the child of tomorrow should be. But say I have problems seeing a child of tomorrow, so I have problems seeing the image dictated of a child tomorrow, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit narrow-minded today, in this day and age. And also, you said that you didn't like small colleges. You felt that if you went to a larger college later on, you'd get the culture shock anyway.
I said that pertaining to me personally. I don't have anything at all against small colleges. I'm going to a small boarding school right now, and I think it's an incredible experience. I just think at this point in time, and generally, that it's good for a high school atmosphere. But maybe if you've been in a large school all your life, that's your choice, and that would probably be the best thing for you. I don't have anything against it except that it's not for me.
Are you going to college? Of course, you want to learn.
Thankfully, with all the advantages.
Back to school and then graduation and then goodbye.